Students of Success, Dr. Mike here. In yesterday's video, we talked about the success process that I basically used to get myself out of all the dips in my life and to get and achieve the things that I really wanted, my goals and processes. And now once I understand it, it makes life tremendously easier, reduces my stress, my anxiety, because I have a belief system that I know what to do to be able to to create, to manifest different things in my life. And yesterday we talked about the first two steps. The first one was get incredibly angry about where you're at in life and not want it and just feel hate towards it. The second one was decide what you want. What do you want? What is the contrast to that? Where would you like to be? Today we're going to talk about number 3 and 4 in that process. Okay? Number 3, it's kind of the magical step to me, is writing it down. Write down what you want. And I'm old school, but I believe that using a pen and a piece of paper for everything that we do is tremendously more important and has a lot more power than using our phone and different apps and calendars and things like that, or even typing things out. Just that simple act of writing things down, I believe, takes it from the mind to the hand and puts it on paper, and it starts to become real. It starts to become part of our reality once we start to write things down. Typing things on the keyboard, just, to me, my belief is that it doesn't do as good. But if you want to use the keyboard and then you want to print it out so you have it, that will work as well. But I still believe that there is way more power in writing things down by hand. And writing, when you do write, I always call it writing for the garbage can. Don't sit there and just think about the perfect thing to put down on a piece of paper. I want you to actually just let it flow and know that you can always throw it away, or you can edit it or do whatever. Whenever we decide what we want, just write it out. And don't worry about anybody else ever reading this. This is your dream. These are the things that you want in life. It's not up to anybody else to criticize you. And if you look back at my videos, I talk about the critics in life. And usually the people that criticize you are the ones that have given up on their dreams, that your dream seeking, your dream building is actually making them feel bad about their lives, turning them into negative people, and just criticizing every single thing about you. So, as I say, you can share your give up goals, but be very careful with sharing your go up goals. Your give up goals would be things like quitting smoking or drinking or losing weight, so people can hold you accountable, and that's good. But your go-up goals, those are ones that you only want to share with a very select few. So writing things down is step 3. Step 4, and this is kind of the fun part, and this is one that people, miss. And whenever they do it, they get a sense of anger and hatred and resentment and things. Take your anger, take the things that you want, take that written down list. And this could be multiple things, everything that you want in life. Go out and see them. This is the part where we start to make it real. Let's just say, for instance, you want a new car, and you have a crappy old car in the driveway. You hate it, you say no more, never again. Then you decide, I want a brand new black BMW, certain model, or whatever, for instance. You write that down on a piece of paper. This is what I want, and be very specific about it. Then you go to the BMW dealership and you look at it, you touch it, you sit in it. If they allow you, you take a test drive. You have somebody take a picture of you with the car, in the car, beside the car, or selfie yourself. You make it so real that you now know that it exists, and that creates an attraction. It also creates a belief. If we've never seen the car other than maybe a picture, we don't know that it's real, but putting that physicalness to it. Same thing with homes. If there's a home that you want, drive around and look at big homes, things that you want. one of my dreams is to travel the country. The one way I want to do that all year, being an online teacher and having some freedom, is to have a mobile home. So my wife and I have gone to several different Camping World type stores and looked at them, took pictures of them, got inside them, sat in the chairs, laid in the bed, opened the refrigerators, did all those types of things, touched it, felt it, got brochures, all those things. It becomes real at that point. Plus, it also allows you to clarify exactly what you do want. Maybe you were thinking about a certain style of a car, like that BMW, and then once you sat and you're like, man, this doesn't really feel very comfortable. I don't like the way this feels. Then it allows you to clarify. That becomes something that you don't want. What would it be like if you didn't do that? You worked so hard, you put everything into it. Then you got that car and you're like, I don't really like this. This isn't really what I want. So we have to clarify by going out there and feeling and doing and seeing things that we want. Now, let's say it's a vacation to Hawaii. Obviously, we can't fly to Hawaii and touch and feel things and see stuff. But you can go onto the internet. You can print out pictures. You can go to the travel agency, AAA or whatever, get brochures, make phone calls, watch videos on YouTube about it. This is where, in this step right here, you may want to consider creating a vision board, a goal board, whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it, where you put the pictures of you with the car, you with the house, you with the trip, with everything that you want. I, for my health, have always hung a picture in my bathroom with the head cut off of it, just of like a boxer, of the body that I want to be able to achieve. Not real huge, but just ripped and what I've wanted. I've had that there for years, and every day that I go into the bathroom, I see that picture, and it reminds me of what I want to achieve. And I am almost there, from wearing a size 36 pants down to a 32 and working out daily. And we'll talk about the steps that you have to do to really make this stuff real in the next video. But at this point right now, you should know exactly what you do not want, and you should have such anger and hatred towards it where it's no more, never again, that's enough, I'm done with this. Then decide, okay, what am I going to fill that with? What do I specifically want? Then I'm going to write it down in detail, as much detail as I can possibly come up with, even if I have to do some research online. Then step 4, we're going to make it real. We're going to see that this stuff actually exists by going out and looking at things, taking pictures of us with them, touching them, driving them, printing pictures off, creating that vision board. So we have something that every single day that's now in our memory. Because remember, this is the most powerful thing. The only thing that we have control over is our mind. But for 99% of the population, they don't have control of it. And I don't have complete control all the time either, because of the conditioning and the stuff that's coming through the social media and even friends and family and stuff, the way they talk. If you're around people that talk negative all the time, it infiltrates your mind. We have a setting inside of us, I believe, that's the default is negative. And it's because our mind is always out to protect us. Protect us from physically getting hurt, protect us from emotionally, mentally being hurt. So it's easier for our mind to tell us to condense and don't go after those goals, don't talk to that person, don't do anything that could potentially cause us pain. That's why a lot of people are stuck and don't do anything. But then the problem is, at the end of our life, the regrets that we have from not doing that, it's like that part of our brain has vanished, the protection part, because we don't need it anymore. And then all of a sudden it pops in and says, all those things that I didn't do that I was so afraid of, now I have massive regrets. So in our mind, we need to be able to overcome that little default setting and switch it to, I can have and be and do anything I want in life. And if you can do that, you can accomplish everything. You can live your best life. You can live knowing that there's only so many tomorrows, so you're living it the very best you can. So in the next video, we're going to talk about steps 5, 6, and 7 on how we put together the plan that's going to allow us to manifest these things. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Make sure you tune in for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like it so these videos automatically pop up. I think you're really going to want to see what I have to say tomorrow. Take care, guys.